Tak, ja to zrobię.
No bo inaczej pojedziesz.
Colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen, I warmly welcome you to our meeting as part of the Berlin process. During my first year as Germany's Federal Chancellor, I have had the opportunity to talk with many of you in depth about the challenges facing the Western Balkan region. These challenges are our shared challenges, because the stability and prosperity of our region cannot be detached from the stability and prosperity of Europe as a whole. Europe can only be complete with the Western Balkans as part of it. As I stated in Prague this summer, you, the 6 countries of the Western Balkans, belong to the free and democratic part of Europe. Your EU accession is in our interest. We, all of us, therefore need to step up our engagement in order to fulfill the expectations raised almost 20 years ago in Thessaloniki. The promise of a European future for your citizens and your countries. It is our job to turn that promise into a reality. That is what brings us together here today. And I'm very glad to see that this vision is shared by all of you. Leaders from the Western Balkans, Ursula von der Leyen, Charles Michel, and the European institutions, EU member states, previous hosts of Berlin process summits, neighboring countries, heads of international and regional organizations and financial institutions. Together, we are convinced that the Berlin process will not only help to unleash the full potential of regional cooperation, but accelerate the EU accession of all the Western Balkan countries. Today, you, the leaders of the Western Balkans countries, are taking 3 major steps along that path by signing 3 very important agreements that will make people's life easier. The common regional market will boost the economy and investment in your region. The agreements will enable your citizens to cross the borders between your countries using only their ID cards. They will ensure that a student from Sarajevo can complete her studies in Belgrade, or that an engineer from Tirana can use his degree and take on a job offer in Skopje. I congratulate you on taking these bold steps after more than 2 years of tough negotiations. It brings you significantly closer to EU standards and complements the common regional market that all of your countries committed to in 2020. And I thank the Regional Cooperation Council and the European Commission for their continuous crucial support. The Berlin process keeps delivering. That is the message. Roads and railways have been built to connect your countries. Roaming charges have been abolished, meaning that contact in the literal sense has become much easier. Facilitating contact in the broader sense is also the goal of the Regional Youth Cooperation Office, RYCO. With the help of RYCO, more than 800 students have met across borders, going on school exchanges, making new friends, breathing life into the process of reconciliation, and indeed embodying the future of Western Balkans. An integrated future, a future without internal borders. This experience is very valuable for the young people involved and for your region as a whole. And I'm delighted that we will hear from some of these young people and representatives of civil society later today. One issue that is pressing for all of us is energy security and the transition towards renewables. These challenges were the focus of the meeting of Berlin Process Energy Ministers on October the 24th. We will take this discussion forward today, and I strongly welcome the fact that the Western Balkan countries, together with the energy community, have committed themselves to working together more closely in this area, not least in order to reach the 2030 climate goals. We stand ready to support you in this, in the short and in the long term. Our discussions today will also tie in with the talks held by our foreign and interior ministers. Alongside regional cooperation and reconciliation, the challenges of irregular migration, corruption and organized crime are crucial issues for all of us. The commitment by your countries to align your wiser policies with the EU acquis is essential in this context. Colleagues, friends, ladies and gentlemen, the commitments that we are making today are characterized by a sense of urgency. Russia's brutal war of aggression against Ukraine forces us to stand together to preserve Europe's freedom and security. It is high time to overcome regional conflicts that have continued for far too long, conflicts that divide you and hold your countries back on your European path. The normalization process between Serbia and Kosovo in particular must speed up, so let's get it done. The citizens of the Western Balkans can count on Germany, and they can count on this process, the Berlin process, to continue supporting them. Only together can we work towards a more sovereign European Union. Only together can we protect European values and the rule of law. And only together we will overcome the huge challenges facing our continent and the world. Thank you very much. So, this concludes the public part of the session. So, thank you.